you have seen 12 months of socks. My name is Barbara and I'm here on the Knitting I Love channel trying to tell you quickly about my 12 patterns that you can buy in the bundle but also separately. Obviously the bundle is much budget friendly, so definitely check it out. The whole 12 socks, they have 4 things in common, maybe more, but I actually quickly tell you 4. First, it's fingering weight yarn. Second, all of them are toe up. However, probably through your fancy, if you grab the chart, you can knit other way around. 3, we have 4 sizes. So let me tell you, 48, 56, 64 and 72 stitches. I'm telling you that because probably whoever would be interested in this kind of bundle would be at least like improver knitter. The gauge for all of them is 32 stitches by 40 rounds. I knit them on US size 1 2.25mm knitting needles. However, if you know the number of stitches and the yarn you knit with and the knitting needles you knit with, you know how to play with those two factors to knit socks for your pleasure and for your size. All 12 are not complicated. I would say once you start knitting or you're following the chart, you will notice the repetitive, mindless, kind of relaxing yoga style knitting. So we do not have cables up here. So therefore you can find most of the color work, lace, and then mixture of both, I think, in one. In the color work, I tend to have 2-strand play to create it. However, in 1 or 2 patterns you may have 1 round or maybe 2 rounds that you will play with 3 colors to pop things out a little bit more. So January, we have a mixture over here. We have a color work, as you can see, 1 color here, 1 color there. However, we're playing over here with twisted stitches, which would be like 1 by 1 cable stitch, but can be classified as a right turn, left turn stitch, if you know what I mean. February is all about love. Therefore, hearts is the first motif. That's why I knitted hearts, and I love hearts, so win-win. March, here is the first socks, because actually I started in March creating this design, and I wanted something simple. March is my month, so it would not pop out too much. It will not be into your eyes, but it will be interest in it, and it will be a little bit tiny and nice. I hope you will like it. April, something to relax too. So let's move to May. And May, ooh, I love this one. We have lovely flowers. And as you can see on the side, it's tulips. I try to kind of make it tulip-like, not fully. And I really, really like them. I hope you're going to enjoy them if you knit them. June, I see slightly different design over here through the kind of theme. I wanted to play with the other flower motif. However, I didn't want to introduce a 3rd color which would crisscross with it. I wanted to keep it simple. However, if you see on the bottom, we have slightly different color work. Therefore, when you're knitting toe up and you finish the toe, you start with the one chart on the front of your foot and different on the back, and that kind of keeps it more interesting. July, finally lace. Personally, I'm kind of afraid of lace, to be honest. It's something that kind of triggers that you may make mistake and it will be painful to rip. However, my lace patterns in the socks are very simple, so it's easy to track where you are whenever you will let it go of your knitting. Therefore, I really like this design, and I hope you will enjoy it too. And as the lace kind of kicked in and people really liked July, I went with August with the lace again. So as you can see over here, it's more a solid yarn to present those lace patterns, texture, the little yarn overs, so holes that you see in the socks more. And I love that design too. And we go back in September to color work, and here I played with the leftovers, and you may notice they're like a rainbow contrast color. However, that's just a leftover from a self striping yarn, and I always say you can use whichever you want, but if you do have one that have maybe just 4 or 5 rounds repeat pair color, or maybe 3, you will see those colors more often in the color work sock you're knitting. October, and that's also more a theme sock about October, and we have pumpkins. I really work on that design, to be honest. I'm so proud of it. So you can see little pumpkins over here and there. However, I think over here, if I'm not mistaken, I have used three strands per 1 round, I think, over here. I think, you know, because repeat was twice, maybe twice. I'm going to link to individual finish objects videos that I created for each of these socks, and I put them down below to links if you're interested to kind of see it, how I present it. It's like a finished object video just about those socks, so check them out if you want to. I love them. Anyway, so we have pumpkins on the leg and we have pumpkins on the foot section too. November, just because, again, a demand lately was drawn to more color work than lace, and here what I come up with, and it's really simple. I was even asked that there is maybe an error in the pattern because there's no cables over there. They're not cables. None of those socks have cables in them, just saying. And the final December, and you can see we have like a traditional kind of more old school burgundy color and some kind of dusty white over here, which I really like joined together. And you can obviously play with the charts and move them over. I think even with this design I created maybe 3 charts, so you may actually knit 3 socks from just that one pattern. Just definitely check my video about these socks because I will confirm that over that. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully it wasn't too long, it wasn't too detailed. All the links down below to the patterns individually. You can purchase them if you want to, so check my Ravelry store, or you can go to the video and there each video you have a link to individual pattern. Obviously there you have a bundle link to the one to buy, which is very nicely dropped if you count the price individual together. And I hope you're going to have a full year of knitting beautiful socks with the color work, with the lace, and with some mixture. No cables. Maybe I will be tempted in the future to make some cables, but I would have to invest in some proper knitting building charts for that, because there's specific applications for cable patterns and charts, and I don't own it, so we're going easy way over here. I hope you're going to enjoy. Let me know how it does go, and thank you so much for supporting by purchasing the bundle, and till the next one, bye. Oh, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. Bye.